Bienvenidos.
Welcome to Heroica Veracruz.
Buenos dias, good morning country collectors. Today we are going to be exploring Heroica Veracruz, Mexico's oldest port city here on the Gulf Coast.
We can't wait to show you around. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures.
Let's start with how we got here.
At Orizaba's Adeo bus station, we bought tickets heading to Veracruz for 264 pesos each. The 130-kilometer bus ride took a bit over 2 hours. Once in Veracruz, we gathered our bags and got a secure taxi to El Centro for 40 pesos.
Now that we're here, let's check out our place. We found this spot on Airbnb for $37 a night. Our room is equipped with 2 double beds, a dining table, TV, fridge, microwave, and coffee maker. And they even left us some welcoming gifts, which was so sweet.
Now that we're settled in, let's get exploring.
We are starting our day today here in the Zocalo. It's a very lively place and the social center of the city. Here you can find many restaurants, bars, and cafes. And every time we have been down here, we have had the pleasure of listening to some live music. I especially love the bright tunes of the marimba.
When we were down here on Sunday, this place was packed. There was a cultural show going on with people dancing and singing. It seemed like the place to be.
Surrounding the Zocalo, you will find the Municipal Palace as well as the Veracruz Cathedral, which is very striking as it's painted all white. I read that it started as a small parish but had been expanded to this size in 1731, and that it was built out of marine coral and quarry stones. And the tiles you see on the dome were brought from the neighboring state of Puebla.
And if you keep those peepers peeping people, you might even see full pieces of coral protruding from some of the buildings, like this one right here. There's even a little shell sticking out of it.
Wow. All right, who's hungry?
Me.
I knew that was coming. Our friend Araf knows the way to our hearts, and he sent us a recommendation that is located nearby. So let's go taste it out. It might be a little loud here because we are standing on this street corner. We are on Avenida Independencia, and the cross street is Arista and Araf. Are you kidding me with this right here? This is a bolovan, plural I believe is bolovanes. We had our first one of these when we were in Oaxaca, and it was filled with blueberry and cream cheese, right? Mm-hmm. But basically it's puff pastry, and on the inside they can put sweet filling, savory, or both. Wow, and this is the Chico. Whoa. But yeah, let's break it open and look inside. Oh my goodness, look at that. We got it con pollo, and he said it was asada, so it's grilled chicken. This looks so good. Incredible, savory goodness. And Adam got
El Grande.
Oh my god, that's like a brick.
It weighs like a brick. It's ham and Philadelphia cream cheese. These people are definitely making this world a better place. I am amazed by this. I can't wait to jump in.
That could honestly be a weapon.
Wow. The flake is absolute perfection. You get a little sweet from the Philadelphia cream cheese, and the ham is nice and warm. Man, I could eat this for 2 days.
I love it. What an experience. We definitely recommend heading down here. We just learned that they've been right here for over 30 years. Make sure to get here early though, because it's not even 11 and they're already out of a lot of the options. The 2 of them cost 60 pesos, so I think the large one is 40 and the smaller one is 20 pesos. Thank you so much, Araf. Love you. All right, let's keep this day moving. Just a couple blocks down from the cathedral, you're gonna find yourselves on Mario Molina, and across the street here is Plaza De Las Artesanias. Great place to pop in, find yourself a souvenir. They have some coffee from the region, and Lord knows you need yourself another bottle opener. This is also where you can find the tour buses, and they have quite a variety, ranging from the toury buses we see in a lot of cities to some pretty unique ones like this pirate ship on wheels right here. It seems like they range from 60 60 to 100 pesos and take about 40 minutes to an hour. Could be a great way to get an overview of the city.
I know we just had a snack, but I am jonesing for some caffeine, and I know just the place.
So many people told us when we were coming to Veracruz that we had to head here, El Gran Cafe de la Parroquia, as it is the oldest cafe in Veracruz dating back to 1808.
They're known for their Cafe Lechero, or coffee and milk, which sounds kind of normal, right? But we hear it's all about the presentation. I just ordered some up, so let's see how it is. So it starts out with a third of a cup of some very strong hot coffee, and then I bling the bell. I mean, bling the cup, and the waiter comes over with a kettle of hot milk and pours it up and down for me while elevating the kettle. Let's check it out.
Buenos
Oh
dias.
yeah. Gracias.
And that's Cafe Lechero.
Gracias. Look at that. That looks delicious. Nice and frothy on top. What a fun little way to drink some coffee. Let's taste it out.
And I love it. This is, you know, tradition for over 200 years here.
Wow, that is some good, strong coffee. The flavor is phenomenal. You know, Veracruz is known for their coffee, so this is one beautiful cup of coffee.
Love it. So we're gonna relax here and then head down to the malecon.
Wow.
As you can see, we've made it to the port.
Boat, ship I should say.
Is huge.
Chances are if you're coming to Veracruz, it's to learn about some of the history as well as admire the port, which you can see behind me here. This is the most important commercial seaport in Mexico, and for 250 years it was the only port where goods could enter and exit, hence why it's named La Puerta de Mexico al Mundo, or the door of Mexico to the world.
And we have been lucky enough to see some humongous ships coming and going from the port here. It's really impressive. This is also where the Spanish landed in 1519, founding the city of Veracruz and beginning their conquest of Mexico.
And as the city's name implies, Heroica Veracruz has been 4 times heroic in defending the nation's sovereignty throughout its history. This place has been through a lot.
Across the way here, you can see the 16th century fortress of San Juan de Ulúa, which was built by the Spanish as part of their fortifications of the city to protect them against pirates, even though they were pretty much pirates themselves. Ironically, the fort became the site of their last refuge after their 300 years of colonial rule ended when they were defeated by the Mexicans and forced to leave the country.
And while you're here, try to take a tour of the fort. We tried a couple times and unfortunately it was closed as they seem to have very limited hours, so make sure to check the times online before you come.
And if this fort looks familiar, there's a good reason. It was the site of a favorite childhood movie of mine you may have heard of called Romancing the Stone, starring Danny DeVito, Kathleen Turner, and Michael Douglas. Just watch out for those crocodiles.
Across the way here you will find Faro Venustiano Carranza. I read that this lighthouse stands 50 meters tall, and when in working order it had a range of 150 kilometers out to sea. It's definitely one of the most iconic buildings in the port and worthy of checking out. And while we're down here enjoying this beautiful day with the former president of Mexico, we would love to give a big shout out to our newest patrons,
Joseph, Cody,
Connie, Lisa, and Susie. You are the best.
We appreciate you and helping to make this adventure possible.
Yes, thank you so much for all your contributions and just being a part of this. If you would like to join our Patreon community, we will put the link in the description below. And if you want to learn more about the port and the naval history here in Mexico, head down to Mexico's Naval Museum. It's amazing and humongous inside. They have a ton of different rooms with very interesting information. We could have stayed here all day. It's open from Tuesday to Sunday from 10 until 4 and cost 45 pesos. But if you want to go in free, come on a Wednesday. And make sure to take advantage of these opportunities. I'm gonna go fly this chopper.
Yeah, baby. Cutest chopper pilot I ever seen.
And while you're down here listening to the music, admiring the dancing and people watching, you're gonna see this mix of cultures. We have to remember, since this is a port town, it has attracted people from all over the world. So there is this beautiful diversity here, ranging from indigenous, Spanish, French, Afro-Cuban, and more.
And something else we learned is that this city is actually home to the largest carnival in all of Mexico. It's supposed to even even rival Rio and New Orleans. Can you imagine this place packed with people singing, dancing, the music's going on? I bet you it would be a wonderful time to come and visit.
I think so too.
And down here is where you're also going to find the Veracruz letters, which you know is a great place to snap a photo.
We had to come over here in the shade because it is so hot.
Es mucho
Let me get that
calor.
sweat out of the way.
Yeah, seriously.
Since being here, I think it's averaged like 90 degrees daily. It's August right now, so it's summer, and the humidity's at like 70% as well.
And at night and like early morning, there have been some massive storms, like shaking the building, thunder kind of storms.
Scary.
For sure.
I think it's time to go grab some air conditioning, and I know a place that may just serve some food as well.
Oh, sounds good to me.
Come along. We have found ourselves down here at Tampico Mariscos, which is located in Mercado Hidalgo. We came here the other day and it was so good, we had to bring you back. One thing Veracruz is known for is its seafood, and boy, does it do it right. We are starting off with the shrimp cocktail. Look at this, doesn't it look so good? It is packed with shrimp. We got the grande, which has the larger shrimp in it, with some cilantro, onions, and that cocktail sauce, which is a little sweet. We tend to add some spice, some salsa to it to make it a little spicy. This one here is 80 pesos, and we also got
the Arroz Ala Tumara, which is a local dish here that was created by fishermen. It's seafood, rice, there's garlic, some cilantro in there. I think some tomato broth. It might look like a paella, but it's way more soupy than you would traditionally get with that. So I can't wait to jump into this. The other day I actually tried some coconut shrimp, and it was shrimply the best I've ever had. Now let's do this thing.
wow, it looks like there's shrimp and some crab, maybe some fish in there as well. Nice and warm.
Wow, the temperature is perfect. The seafood has that nice firm texture you're looking for. With a little bit of spice, you can taste the garlic and the tomato. It's a winner for sure.
And I thought this was fish right here, but our server just told us it is caracol, which is a type of shellfish. Has a very firm texture. It's quite good. Yeah, we definitely recommend coming down here when you are in the city. We are gonna finish up and then head back to the malecon. We'll see you there. Welcome back. We are now about 2 kilometers south from the lighthouse. We took a stroll along the malecon. It took about 30 minutes to reach this complex right here. This is home to the Wax Museum, Ripley's Museum, as well as the Aquarium. So it's a great place to come to have some fun. We popped in the aquarium the other day for a couple hours and had a great time. It is home to a variety of sea life from the Gulf region and beyond.
Next to the aquarium and running down the malecon, we noticed several beaches. And while the city is not known as one of the premier beach destinations here in Mexico, it sure doesn't stop people from having a ton of fun. You can see these people coming up and down to the beach behind me here, but don't expect those crystal clear waters or the white sand that we get some other places in Mexico, as they are a little bit darker here. On Sunday, we came down here to Playa Dia Del Mar, and let me tell you, it was packed. I don't know if I've ever seen so many people in such a small space having so much fun.
And along the malecon here, you will find a lot of restaurants and bars, as well as vendors selling some pretty unique looking drinks. We saw this one by the name of Gloria. Adam has been looking at it for days.
They look delicious.
Let's go get one.
Ooh. Gracias. Wow. Look who's happy.
Look at this thing.
Wow.
That looks incredible. Let's go find a place and sit down and try it. Oh man, it's so hot and this looks so refreshing. She started out with a smashed plantain down in the bottom. Then she shaved some ice by hand, put it on top. Then she added some grosella, which is actually currant extract right here. Then she threw in some lechero, which is the condensed milk. And then she topped it off with a little cookie and some cinnamon, maybe even some vanilla in there.
Yeah, she did put some vanilla in there.
Oh my goodness, that's so delicious.
Sugar lover's dream. Watch your shorts, because that'll stain.
Uh oh, plantain's plugging up my my straw here. I'm just gonna have to go for it. Oh wow, it is like a sugar fiesta in my mouth, and I like it.
The cherry on top of a wonderful day.
while Adam enjoys his nice little treat. I just wanted to mention this place that we didn't go to. Maybe when you're here you might want to check it out. It's called Boca Del Rio. It's just south from here. Continuing down the malecon, you will run into it. It's called like the new city. Where we were today is referred to as the old city, like the historic center. But we heard it's like a lot more modern. It has some big malls, nicer restaurants, some nice neighborhoods. So yeah, it might be cool to check out when you're here.
Absolutely. You know what? I like my little gritty part of the old neighborhood down here.
Yeah, so do I. It has a lot of character, but something we did want to mention before we left was just about that grittiness.
Yeah, you know, where we're staying, when you walk around, there are more buildings than we've ever seen in a city that are either abandoned, dilapidated, for sale, for rent. It just kind of seems like people forgot about them and we're not sure why. So if you do know, please leave us a comment down below because we are curious.
Yeah, but don't let that stop you from coming here. As you saw in this video, this city does have a lot to offer.
And to be honest with you, it's one of the cleanest cities we have ever been to. There is like an army of people that are cleaning. Everywhere you turn, someone is sweeping, picking up anything that's on the ground, including just some leaves from the trees. So you definitely will notice that when you're here.
Yeah, for sure, but I guess this is a good time to say goodbye too.
Man, it's always so hard to say goodbye to our friends.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us today.
It would have been nowhere near as much fun if you hadn't been here to share my Gloria.
Gloria.
Glorious.
What? Where was I?
I think we were saying that...
Oh, if you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to...
Bling, 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 the Gloria.
We'll see you
next time.
Adios. That sugar's kicked in.